the Mountain King. Come on, clap away, Jan! And the next shockwave! Lightning shield in the back. Stomp as well. Focus exploding. So, what are the strategies? We start on Last Refuge, which can be great because that is sometimes a Blade Master play here on Last Refuge exclusively. And it is a Blade Master and it is a Mountain King. Look at that. Opening up the Sunday afternoon with quite a banger matchup that we don't see too often. It's oftentimes Archmage or Paladin or a Farseer on the other side. But a little bit of a special here. Fortitude seems adamant of implementing Mountain Kings into his play versus Orc, and if you followed 40's journey to the tippity top of the scene in the past couple of years, actually, if he has set his mind to something, he's gonna grind show matches until he either is so frustrated and the idea doesn't work that he gives up on it, or until he's making it work. Exactly that way he started to beat Happy on a regular basis. FoCuS on the other side, starting things with Mirror Image that helps with creeping here and can be extremely powerful later on. You can, of course, also dodge Storm Bolts with that if you time this well. No harass early on. Maybe this could be an opportunity if you want to be very aggressive. But then you'd have to play Windwalk for the additional movement speed to arrive in time. This camp is quite greedy, isn't it? Imagine a Farseer arriving, a Blade Master arriving. It's 2 hurt peasants. It's a last hit opportunity. But it does work out. A little bit of free healing for the workers and the footmen. But early on, Vamp Aura really not a game changer. Mountain King is, of course, oftentimes a carry for human players, especially versus Orc. There's a lot of ground units. There's basically no magic resistance in the Orc army. So, Stormbolt, very good. Clap can be amazing. Kit Eclipse. Thank you very much for the
Warcraft coverage,
for the kind words and the support. So yeah, high level clap could decimate you, but first and foremost we start with Stormbolt and Bash. And one of the reasons why you don't go Farseer here is the Shadow Priest that you get early on, so Wolves could have been dispelled. We're not going for that. Blade Master is, I mean, Mirror Images can also be dispelled. It takes a little bit more effort though. Rock Golem still up for grabs, and FoCuS is trying to pull, but it doesn't work. Feels like in almost every matchup, we see some more diversification. We've seen Mountain King versus Night Elf implemented. Now we see Dark Ranger first versus Night Elf from the human perspective. Orcs are mixing in Blade Masters on Last Refuge and Blade Master third on like Twisted. Some undeads are experimenting with Lich first again, etc, etc, etc. That's good to see. We got Vamp Auras on both sides, and that's of course a gigantic boost for a Blade Master player. Headhunters bring the damage. Hope he can keep them safe, and hopefully we can get to tier 3. 40. This is a pretty odd tactic, I'd say. Heavy creeping into harass, into expansion. This expansion is really late, and FoCuS will have a lot of time. Do Mirror Images do damage? Yes! Quick ban! I cheer for the Orc.
I cheer for the Orc.
Oh, I always forget I got a machine doing the work for me. Good to see you, Ben.
We're under attack.
They do little damage. This is why you ideally need a good inventory on the Blade Master, as you always do. But now it scales on 2 spells and not only 1. as it scales with crit, of course, as well. Very nice to cancel some healing. Very nice to wake up creeps and disrupt that. And maybe harass some workers as well. That's why oftentimes this mirror image strategy is only considered really good from level 4 on. Because then you got critical strike level 2 and mirror images also get a crit every now and then. There you go. Thank you. Perfectly displayed. Also, same crit numbers. This is so rare. So they had the same damage roll and both got the 15% chance to roll the crit. They also give XP? Yes, since they do damage, they also give XP. FoCuS on the way to tier 3. Burrow comes in time. 40 is only Tekken now. Good control with Blade Master, mirror image, and a creep jack. We don't have clap, which I never really understand, but it's also... Infi plays it the same way. Maybe he's gonna retrain later on. But yeah, I also have a little bit of a kink for a magnificent clap.
We're under attack.
Maybe I overestimate the power a little bit. Shadowhunter for healing and disable. Raiders are coming for control with ensnare, maybe some building damage. But FoCuS is not in fighting shape yet until he has berserkers. Tier 3 is done, that's great. 40 on the other side. Has some mercs. Same as Infi. He kinda recently fell in love with the big ogre mauler. Invo potion gotten. Scroll the beast gotten. That's nice. One grunt for pretty much free. Kodo hasn't eaten yet. Now come on, you're hungry. We know it. Blade Master with a sweet dodge thanks to mirror image. Heal wave on the Kodo. Oh, he got the ogre! He got the ogre! Run, 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 run. Kodo, run. Stormbolt, freeze. The big tank. Oh man, that would have been a costly, costly meal. Stormbolt here on the Berserker. That's a good chunk of damage for FoCuS and a big chunk of experience on Fortitude side. FoCuS fighting a bit too early here for my taste. He was caught. Doesn't lose the item though, get close to level 4. And 40 is bruised. And this is a strength for the mirror images. You know your opponent is healing. And all it takes to cancel the healing is one hit. It doesn't really matter as long as it's like above 12 damage or something.
Research complete.
And he's trying to get rid of the regeneration here, but he can't reach. So, keeping the Mountain King safe. Well done, 40. Counter expansion now with the tiny Great Hall. That's one of the many reasons what makes Orcs tier 3 so strong. Good damage now with claws as well. We got the critical strike unlocked and damage numbers for this Blade Master will rise. Tiny finished. Economy is 2 base, 2 base. 40 also on the way to tier 3 with Griffin Aviaries. And then the big question, what do you play against? We still need heroes. We still need armor upgrades. We still need 1 to 2 Griffin Aviaries. 40 isn't even that rich because he invested quite a bit into mercenaries. I think FoCuS has a solid shot here. And usually you lack anti-air. But with the Blade Master, mirror image, and an Orb of Lightning soon, plus Raiders and Headhunters, that should be enough because 40 doesn't have big numbers yet. And that's the third consumable of this map also going to FoCuS. Wild. 40 knows he's not in fighting shape. Goes for towers here, goes for towers there. That's of course not something you really want, or you only do when you really have to. Because you can't move the towers. And you can't put them wherever you want in a fight. Blade 4, Shadowhunter 3. TC would love to have a Ring of Protection or something to be a little tankier. No? Is that the one? Nope. Claws for the Blade though. Oh yeah. On Last Refuge you can pimp the Blade Master quite a bit.
Work complete.
And 40 needs to pull a rabbit out of the hat. There's a burrow, so you can pull the peons in. FoCuS has lumber issues though. After going for a Tauren Totem. Hopefully that evens out, otherwise we might need a shredder. It's only 7 lumber peons, that's not ideal. Red spot. 40's progress is barely visible, to be honest. Paladin is out, okay. Cloak of Flames doesn't help against air, but on the ground it could be nice for a creep jack like this, for example. Paladin caught off guard, the mercenary caught off guard. The Mountain King is going ham in FoCuS's base, but does it really matter? We got Divine Shield, which is already a win for FoCuS, as you usually want Devotion Aura on that Pally. FoCuS with the lovely surround in the corner. Doesn't matter if there's a Divine Shield or not, that Pally is dead. Will he use the potion or not? He's trying hard. The Blade Master can't reach, but it doesn't matter. Saves the potion for later. So how much damage did Fortitude do in the meantime? A couple. FoCuS could have saved a lot of units into burrows, but he doesn't have the presence of mind, apparently. Did he not get the notification? FoCuS! Save your workers! Yeah, I gotta unionize, boys. Anyway, more XP here. Both players very rich.
The spirits of the earth guide me. We're under
FoCuS
attack.
now. I mean, he's playing Spirit Walkers into Griffins.
Ready to work. Ninjas for FoCuS. Research.
That's interesting.
Is it planned to update the UI with the name of the current map played?
Ready to work.
Man, this Last Refuge, we play this map for 15 years. Thank you for the support. Difficult topic for me right now. Too. I can talk about that in between games. Remind me, please. So Headhunter's coming with Spirit Link. Here it helps a little bit. Spirit Link probably the best asset of the walkers right now.
Ninjas for FoCuS.
So FoCuS is committing quite a bit.
Ready to ride. Ready to work.
He's not losing too much though. Towers are gone. 40 still waiting. Needs more reinforcements.
Ready to ride.
Oh, 40 needs to show his genius now. It's only a 10 supply difference. Blade Master doesn't have an orb. So he can't do much against the Griffins, but for that he got Headhunter Raiders. Here's level 5. Okay, crit 3. Big red numbers for 228. FoCuS looking steaming hot again. With the big supply lead, with the big bank. No clap, but stomp. And yeah, a couple of raiders might be falling. Would love to see more anti-air. Sandwich now with the Popo. But if the Mountain King falls, what can possibly stop FoCuS anymore? Paladin. About to die for the second time. He used the Divine Shield already. You know, sometimes Griffin can save games that looked lost. I don't think this is one of these instances. FoCuS would do good in using the heal scroll. I feel like he's losing a lot more than he should. It's a bit sloppy by FoCuS now, unfortunately. But he maneuvered himself into an almost unlosable position, I would say. The Orc heroes are taken over, especially if they get their orbs. So much economical damage. 40 pretty much burned through his entire budget that he had. What do you got? He will go up to 9 griffins.
Ready to ride. The spirits of the earth guide me.
Expo broken though. And not too easy to get that back with the low lumber he got.
We're under attack. Ready to ride. Ready to work.
How exactly are you bringing this back? He needs a FoCuS going 3rd base. Is that necessary? Well, probably not. It asserts dominance though. Very good mid game by FoCuS. The counter expansion was perfectly timed, I'd say. Risky and costly push towards that expo, but he knew how far ahead he was, and very strange early game timings by 40. Mercenary camp into harass, into falling back, creeping the expo, and then everything was late already.
Ready to ride.
But takes 2 to tango. 40 invited FoCuS to a game like this. Mountain King again, not looking steaming hot. We do have clap now though. We do have clap now. Okay, let's not jump to conclusions. We have an orb now though. That's good. And 3 bases for FoCuS. That's also very good. But Warcraft 3 is a weird game, man. Sometimes weird things can happen.
Vengeance for Fortitude.
So, the Battle Mountain King versus State Master. That's the power of clap. We do have 1 heal scroll. Let's see if that's enough. Let's see if the Mountain King reigns free enough. The Paladin should be able to support him to stay alive. Creeps are helping in the back as well. This is one of the better positions that you could possibly get. Clap not hitting to the fullest. The Griffin position is really, really bad as they are not attacking. This would have been their position all along on the high ground where the headhunters ideally can't reach. Little fumbly bumbly on both sides and not the decisive fight that Fortitude needed. He does see there's an expo now. He can't clap away. He can soon.
Ready to ride.
What he never rebuilt. This is in the mini map a replay bug. 40 stays on 50. As weird as it sounds. But, I mean, FoCuS is getting so rich. 2 attack upgrades already. Back to 80. 40 can only win this. Yeah, exactly. Like some flybys with Griffins. But there's cement. Reinforced defenses upgrade. FoCuS has all the chances in the world to take this home now.
Vengeance for
even got a shredder. You love to see it. For decades, orcs abandoned that technology to get their lumber, as they rarely had tier 3 when lumber becomes an issue. But yeah. Looks like the horde is conquering. Close to level 6 on that MK, but will Avatar change much? He's not even in a great clap position. Okay, defensive posturing with towers and with level 6. You won't get a better situation than this, 40. That's also his last bit of income. Stays fascinating, by the way, how often lumber is missing in Warcraft 3 games. Are Bad Riders just bad against Griffins? Pretty much inefficient, yes. He could go for it now. Another base. All your base belong to us. So Bad Riders become worse the higher the armor is. So in this case, he could still play them, but there's potential for 2 more armor upgrades on 40 and Devotion Aura is kicking in. So yeah, Headhunters ideally do a better job if they're not getting destroyed by Clap, which I don't think they can anymore with 3 heal scrolls here. But it seems like they're enjoying their time. Any chance, the Mountain King. Come on, clap away, yeah. This is why I'm such a fan of Clap. You need a couple more. This, of course, ultra late game with FoCuS being dominant for like 10 minutes. But if you have these claps in the fight in the middle, I think you can make a great case. 22,000 damage already. FoCuS is actually crumbling a little bit here. Still, the Blade Master is very strong, but Mountain King just completely destroys these Headhunters. And I can't really see why he didn't play that earlier. Look at him go. Here's the stop. More Holy Light, though. For what it was, level 6. For what it was, 40 made this relatively close. But in the end, you don't stand a chance against 90%, 90 supply orc with a big tech lead and a big economy lead. And pretty much every single lead there was in the game. What's the motivation behind placing resource at the bottom? You get a lot of info with one view. You don't have to look top, left, right to compare heroes and resources. You only have to look bottom. If you put information at the bottom, it works as a foundation. If you put information at the top, it works as a ceiling, basically, and it feels cramped and you feel limited. Tasteless, you absolute legend. I was watching your stream, as of course RSL is running. Great games, great cast of you guys. Thank you for the support. We are having a wonderful day of replay casts here. This is currently, we're basically 2 weeks after our World Championship. It's a bit slow, but we got amazing replays here today. Always a pleasure seeing the raid. We get very few raids of that size, and makes my day, buddy. Makes my day. Even though I don't think you were even involved today, but maybe behind the scenes. I'm not too sure. Whatever it is, I'm really happy about that. Thank you, the Nema. Every input is appreciated. So, this is the replays of a show match that was played earlier. Fortitude is the best human player in the world. FoCuS is the second best orc player in the world. And they are playing a 6-map show match. So it could theoretically end up as a draw. Every map is prize money. And Fortitude is the big favorite. But These guys have played each other quite a bit in the past 10 days-ish. And FoCuS is getting better and better results. He's coming out of a slump right now. In that before-mentioned World Championship, he did quite disastrous, to be honest. But once the pressure is off and we're playing show matches, fun games, smaller tournaments, he's showing his best again. So, in the last map, we had Mountain King first versus Blade Master. Now, everything is kind of flipped. We do not have Paladin and Rifle. We got Archmage versus Farseer. 2 Summoners. So we get Wolves, Water Elementals, and the race for XP is on. The race for Techs is on. Little bit of an advantage in that regard for FoCuS. This will be level 2 with a little turtle camp here. 40 is already in position to pounce on the map. Is Fly the best Chinese orc? Very likely, yes. You can make an argument that Lyn is better. But Lyn didn't play tournaments in a long time.
Work complete.
So we don't know. Pretty tough timing push, but I think FoCuS saw this coming. So repair in position pretty much immediately. The goal here, delay the tier 2 buildings for as long as possible. If things go perfectly, you kill a burrow so the second hero can't start production. But the defense is lovely. Tons of tankiness on these footmen now. With the defense upgrade, they take less damage from piercing, and all the headhunters do is piercing. So this is where Fortitude shines, I think. He's a solid Pally rifle player, but his Archmage timings have always left me in awe. But having 3 different strategies to choose from is plenty, or 3 different openings to choose from is quite plenty. And FoCuS, yes, everything is a bit delayed, but we've seen these pushes being way more disastrous. I don't even think we lost a single headhunter, right? 6 headhunters still alive. That's great creep speed for a TC. And then on the other side, we get a Mountain King. That's pretty much the classic setup for human versus orc. Both first heroes are supposed to buy time. Both second heroes are supposed to win the fights as the carries that they are.
Work complete. Work complete.
And we get Raider Shaman on the other side. No rifles, going into double casters for slow sorceress, heal priest, and then spellbreakers to block.
Storm, earth, and fire. Heed my call.
Archmage severely underleveled. Can catch up now and then maybe roam around. Summon Water Elemental into bases once again. But yeah, this was quite a critical moment in the game that FoCuS solved pretty much perfectly. Super tanky cow already. OMG. +6 armor and evasion on top. This is gonna be a tough nut to crack. 40, maybe with the tier 2 expansion here.
Heed my call.
2 priests, 2 sorks. And then maybe 2 breakers. Later tonight, in less than 5 hours, we have our weekly cup, as every Sunday. So hopefully a lot of you sign up. This is the second last cup in single elimination. We are probably going to change it to double elimination, with the goal of more fun for everyone and more space for upsets, as we're also going to change pretty much everything to best of 1. Because that's fun. TC level 3. Unpreventable. Good consumables. We got the Scroll of the Beast, which is quite amazing for these headhunters. FoCuS started an expansion right-hand side, and usually I'd say you expand at the south. One priest for free here. 40 a bit careless. Mountain King only level 2, and level 3 is nowhere in sight, really. Shockwave, Chain Lightning, big AoE damage, and no heal scroll. 40 might just die here if he's not careful. He can always get out with the town portal if he wants to, but... interesting situation now. Has to go for the militia. We still have more Shockwave and Lightning Shield. Not aiming for the militia, but rather for the casters. Chain Lightning jumping into the Mountain King as well. Fortitude will not be able to threaten FoCuS's expansion at all. Kiting is alright. Militia duration will be over soon. And this Mountain King is begging for this Shockwave, and the carry dies. The second game in a row where FoCuS is just dancing on 40's grave. That felt very ambitious for 40. Carelessly walking into that creep spot. And then he couldn't get out anymore.
Earth and fire, heed my call.
This is a rough morning for 40. I mean, it was night for him, right? It was midnight. But to be fair, with the status that 40 has in the scene, he shouldn't lose to FoCuS. But FoCuS has these moments, man, where he's just surprising us all. Can the Mountain King salvage this? We again have no clap. Despite having level 2 Brilliance Aura.
Work complete. Storm, earth, and fire, heed my call.
Midnight can be rough in itself for some people. But we're gamers. Midnight is basically the, I don't know, 4 PM for regular people. Or prime time, I guess. Usually it's a problem for the orc to get the expo up. That is surely a win condition. 40 might have one push left in him. With only Stormbolt. As long as 40 is just attacking the expo and FoCuS is attacking the main, this is way more critical from the human perspective. Shockwave, amazing against this. We get some raiders in as well. We have no pillage to get gold from this attack. But more Chain Lightning. The workers are suffering. One more Shockwave would be great. And he gets it, but not leading to any more murder. I think damage is done. We gotta check if the expo is still standing. It absolutely does. FoCuS's army with Shockwave, Chain Lightning, and Raiders is very good at killing buildings. Lightning Shield on top as well if you want. 40's army, nothing really is designed to tear a building down. Breakers, barely any damage. Casters, barely any damage. No Blizzard, and Clap Stormbolt doesn't affect the buildings either. So that's not great. Is this the HD? Yeah, this is Blizzard's classic HD. Supply lead isn't big, but items are on FoCuS's side. Big AoE in the back, and the next Shockwave gets a quad kill. Oh my god. Farsia in trouble. He has no TP though. Ankh past, so he's gotta get out there. Grunt blocks the way, but FoCuS takes 2 maps in a row against Fortitude. And that is not really to be expected, I'd say. Well freaking done, FoCuS. Will this harass be comfy? We'll see about that. Farseer marching across, Paladin trying to creep a tiny little bit. The few questions here are how many rifles? You can tech on 2, 3, or 4 rifles. Any arcane towers? Any losses? How much mana you drain? Like a real gamer? Of course. Of course. Yeah, these early games are very, very, very similar every time we see it. And the more exciting times come at the roundabout 5 to 6 minute mark. But 40 already forced into the first Holy Light, and that is not too great. The second one used as well. Big mana spend right off the bat. Good start for FoCuS once again. I think it is relatively safe to say that this is not how Fortitude envisioned this. At least he got like 1/3 of a level. But FoCuS ain't done here. If he's not overcommitting now, Paladin is running out of mana soon. Lord help me! Oh my god! 10 years! 10 years of support. That is a crazy, crazy, crazy club. We say about a lot of people that they've been here since the beginning. But you indeed were there since the beginning. And even before, you supported us within Warcraft.de before we even were called back to Warcraft. And you're still with us. That's crazy that we share 10 years with some people. A freaking decade, man. Yeah. That's a big smile here, Lord help me. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy.
Job's done. Job's done.
I'm pretty sure when I did my first replay cast as a caster, I downloaded it from Lord Helmy's homepage in Warcraft.de. So I guess without Lord Helmy, I wouldn't be here. Somehow. In a way.
Research complete.
Well, well. Naga second again. FoCuS did a little bit of damage. And is getting more workers.
Upgrade complete.
Mammoth still goes to 40 though. But the rest of the camp, FoCuS territory. 40 is in a chokehold for 3 minutes straight and trying to wiggle out of him. And you don't run that well. With short legs, the rifle's gone. That's the last Holy Light. Not even tier 2. No Blood Mage on the horizon. 40 is trying to salvage this with hero focus. And to be fair, that's actually working. Leaves the Farseer. Oh, was that a mistake? 3 units about to drop here. You can run away from rifles though, as this army is so slow. Kinda salvaged well for 40, I gotta say. Kinda salvaged well. Only a level 1 hero. Will be back in no time. Tier 3 on the way. Ooh, 40 could have been dead there. 40 could have been dead there for sure. Feeds a bit of XP. And the altar wasn't occupied anyway, so I agree. Keeping the town portal. Did he have a shop? Oh, he didn't even have a shop. Okay, so portaling back would have done nothing. And we brawl again with a healthy Farseer, just a very hurt Naga, and still very hurt Headhunters, We contest the shop as we oftentimes do, as heal scrolls will become extremely important. Lost it. Should go to focus. Exactly. Greater mana potion. Nice. Especially with the blood mage coming in. But levels are a problem for focus. He played a great game, did a lot of damage, drained a lot of mana. But this fight is too early, I think. Holy Light is ready. Tier 3 is not ready. The Headhunters are not upgraded. Is there any reason for focus to fight here? I think he could have recovered if he just walks away. If he just walks away after sniping the Ogre Magi. While we load into game 2, shout out to the sponsor of this month, Opera GX, the browser built for gamers. If you're playing yourself, you don't want your browser to clog up all the resources for your CPU and RAM or your network. Opera GX takes care that doesn't happen. If that sounds appealing to you, you can find the link to the browser, our affiliate link to the browser, in the description. Thank you very much for the attention, and off to the next game. Okay, as with every matchup, you run across, you try to harass, you try to delay the Archmage. Not that easy. Could be a bit of an invite for this Water Elemental, but it is quite sturdy. Gives a lot of XP. Item drops enable Blade Master stacking quite easily. Also punishes human if they buy Priest at the Mer camp. Fast we get LR because Priest nullifies early. And it doesn't nearly benefit as much from the item drops. But mercenary camps are available on other maps as well, like Echo Isles, right? But I guess you also have to make sure that it's not Pally Rifle. I would love to see more Blade Master. Echo doesn't have the same item distribution. There's a lot of claws there. And it has a marketplace.
Job's done. Job's done.
I don't know. I think there's more. There must be more to it. Or people are not realizing it. I think it has a lot more to do with map layout as well. But yeah, I don't know. If someone wants to write a thesis on this.
Locked and loaded. Job's done.
Let me know. It doesn't work on Echo Isles, only on LR. Yeah, you can say that, but I want to learn why, Hitor. You say a lot of smart things most of the time. So I'm very, very much willing to listen. Because our pro players are obviously not perfect. So sometimes they miss out on some opportunities.
Upgrade complete.
So just because we don't see it doesn't mean it's not possible. Anyway, the calm early game seems to be over soon. We get Mountain King, a little bit of an advantage tech-wise, 440. No expansion this time, it's rifles also. So it's not the same build that we've seen on Hammerfall. Has a bit more punch to it. And focus again with Raider Shaman.
Job's done.
Focus is close to an overcommitment here, I feel. But since we don't have defense, there's still some footmen to be picked up. 1 for 1. Berserker safe. Headhunter safe. And please have a shop. Yes, he does. Colors are wrong. There we go.
I have an axe to grind.
Now it's only Rifle Priest.
Vengeance forsooth.
He gets the middle. He gets the Book of the Dead, which is great against only single target dispel.
Work complete.
Then you go Stomp, right?
Work complete.
Very much a different game from what we've seen before, even though same heroes.
We're under
Oh,
attack.
Idle Worker! Idle Worker! There we go. I always have to wake him up first. A little bit of evasion creeping here by FoCuS, going to the shop, which seems to be on the eye of Fortitude as well, who can't find his opponent here. Oh, that's a lot of wasted time. Stomp to help. We have a speed scroll as well. Berserker falls to the Storm Bolt. That's a big chunk of XP. Archmage in trouble, but no Chain Lightning anymore. FoCuS smelling blood in the water here. Rifles falling. 1-for-1 trade again against one of these headhunters. Should be relatively easy to replace. And it's a bloody mid game. Level advantage on both heroes in favor of FoCuS. Can simply run away now. Does 40 want to stay aggressive with an Archmage like this? Not really. The Priests have to do the job. He's still got the Book of the Dead. Storm. Oh, that was simple. That Stormbolt catch was really simple for Fortitude. There was a Stomp ready. He wanted to salvage this with Wand of Mana Stealing, but didn't work. I'd give the edge to FoCuS currently, but not for much longer. That's an important level up. He's still got the Book of the Dead. Yes, an expansion growing. 2 minutes though. Will this go unpunished for 2 minutes? Nope. That was relatively simple to figure out, I feel.
We're under attack.
Grunt upgrade without having a grunt on 40 food.
Research complete.
Okay. Building them now. To have a sturdier front line with a bit of punch against rifles. As there are no breakers, they could even be good for breakers actually. But there is Clap. You want to rotate out of headhunters, I guess, into grunts as they are sturdier. Drukon, thank you for the 55.
We're under attack. My life for the Horde.
40 catching up in levels. 40 has the army ready. Only one heal scroll. And that's on 40's side. Play some invis now. 1 invuln each. Very little control though. 1 Sork mixed in.
My life for the Horde.
Double heal scroll now. Deadly push incoming, because 40 is not scaling much from here on out. FoCuS still does. With upgrades and more items. 2 heal scrolls for 0! Okay, this has to open up the fight with the Stormbolt rifles. All a bit out of position here. But we go into the choke. Lightning shield in the back. Stomp as well. FoCuS exploding. Militia called at pretty much the right time. Book of the Dead summoned as well. And now you'd love to have Disenchant for AoE Dispel, but you can't. Gotta fight this with more damage. Dispel is available on the Priest side, so the Lightning Shield is dealt with. Neck and neck supply, but we still have a heal scroll, which will be used soon. Lightning Shield and TC, the carries in this fight. FoCuS starts an expansion on the back of this fight, which is not ideal. Mana might be an issue. We have no TP, but the speed scroll saves the day. Second expo attempt will also be knocked down. And 40 takes a big lead. Still having the second heal scroll available is lovely. Maybe one more fight for FoCuS, but you gotta get up to 50 again. Triple production right away. But we keep on creeping. We stay on one base, one base. That was a nasty fight to the start, but Fortitude salvaged this well. Skeletons used for scouting. It is a creeping game now. This was a fight without a single heal scroll for FoCuS though. How does it look if he has just one of them? It's pretty much the perfect fight to the start though. Still everybody's game. 40 is super low lumber, as he lost a lot of militia. Level 2 chain lightning unlocked. And Invis unlocked. We're expanding here now. It's a bit readable, I'd say. Second expansion spot also for FoCuS. In the meantime, Fortitude goes for the red spot. Rifles can creep this rather easy. And he's tanky on that TC again.
Ready to ride.
Ah, pick it up.
My
Thanks.
life for the horde.
Okay, red spots. Both want movement speed. FoCuS could live very well with Brilliance Aura.
We're under attack.
Cloak of Flames for the Mountain King. Hell yeah. More AoE on top of the already existing AoE. Ancient Django, of course. Very unfortunate because he has that aura already. Would love to give it to the pawn shop here at the mercenary camp. Grab heal scrolls from it. But 40 is a little bit faster. 2 heal scrolls versus 1. No way. No way this will work. Ah, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Imagine, man, this sneaky expo works. FoCuS probably giggling a little bit. Worth the try. Worth the try. But yeah, 40 didn't know that this was crapped, so checking this position makes a lot of sense. We play whack-a-mole with the expansions, man. Was shut down twice here, was shut down once here, and we don't see it on the minimap even, but we get a roaming footman.
Work complete.
And he'll probably see. Still, Hawk expansion taken forever. If this Mountain King hits level 5, I think the game is over. Interesting that 40 stays with rifle casters, no breakers at all. This goes into mass. Still has 500 gold though. Wolf scouting, crystal ball scouting. 40 is right where he needs to be.
Ready to ride. My life.
That's the 4th expo cancel. Shaving off so much time. The inventory is class. Water Elemental cancels this pretty much by itself.
We're under attack.
Are we hitting bases now? Yeah, forcing TPs. I don't think FoCuS can fight this anymore. Like a straight up fight, he's just gonna lose. But we have 3 heal scrolls on each side. But for the long, drawn-out fights, orcs usually don't have enough mana or mana sustain. I'd be surprised if FoCuS wins this, but, oh, Archmage, very far forward. Might just be an opening here. Huge AoE with Stomp and Lightning Shield and Chain Lightning. Archmage 50% needs the heal scroll soon. Faster reinforcements, of course, on FoCuS if he thinks about production again. The start to the fight, always great for the Orc. Lots and lots and lots of Lightning Shield. This is good damage done. Chain Lightning as well. Oh, FoCuS. Does he have the longevity for the fight, or will the Brilliance Aura plus the Priest heal take over? Mountain King in a bit of trouble. Rifle reposition, not the greatest damage output. TC level 5. Big Stomp. Mountain King still healthy. This is the real one here. Level 5 now for him as well. Make it clap and bring the damage. Fortitude still has to weather the storm. He has no heal scrolls anymore. So lots and lots of kills coming as long as FoCuS has mana. But that is the issue. 2 more kills against 1. The army is all over the place. And it seems like 40 is able to clean this up with a level 5 Archmage here now as well. Cool fight. Explosive fight. But in the end, the human army is better than your army. And Fortitude ties it up. Boom. 2-2. Without an expansion at some point, the human heroes are taken over. Did Blizzard update the graphics, or is this a mod? This is the classic HD graphic that was introduced in patch 2.0 and since then constantly being worked on. We can usually not use this when we cast live games because this is part of the Reforged graphics mode, and that's only available when you use the Battle.net client and not on War 3 Champions. So on War 3 Champions we can't use it, but since this is replay casts, we can use it. And a lot of people like it. It's time for a 4th graphics mode, by the way. Maybe like Carbot animation graphics mode. What's a game with only 3 graphics mode? I mean, we have a couple of mods that we could call that way. But yeah, it's not enough. It's almost been a year since the big Warcraft Direct. Anyway, we got Archmage vs. Farseer once again.
Work complete.
Ring of the Archmagi. And harass. We've seen disastrous peasant losses here by some humans recently. So far, this is looking fine. With 0 losses, huh?
We're under attack.
Looks like it. If the wolves are not diving. Okay, so here we're attacking. What's Fortitude doing? Are we expanding? How many farms we got? 3. There's no 4th. By the way, did you know that there's a whale here in the ground? Can maybe check it out later.
Vengeance for Surgeon.
Little bit of a stalemate, but that means Fortitude is catching up. Fortitude is not catching up. FoCuS is getting ahead in tech. You can't say there's a whale and then not show it. Whale is only for subs. Hello, priest. Ooh, getting walked over. Nice. Good pickup, an important pickup. So there's no dispel against wolves anymore, even though he blew his mana anyway. Hey Neo, is it possible to play War 3 Champions online if you have an original Reign of Chaos key? Yes, it is.
Work complete.
You can download Warcraft with your original Reign of Chaos key from the Battle.net website. Forty is getting ahead in levels, big time. Might go on the cost of some militia here.
Well, please.
There we go. Need a little moment where we don't see any action in game. This might be close now.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, tier 2 done. We get a TC, right? Or is it Shadow Hunter? And then tier 3.
Work complete.
Oh, TC it is. Okay. Whale. Is it not visible here? Ah, there. There he is. There he is. Ooh, whale. You see? There he is. There he is. A little orca on Twisted Meadows. Hard to see, but it's there. Show whale. Did show whale.
Research complete.
And now I show you Fortitude's Water Elemental push into FoCuS's base. And that Spirit Lodge is not looking great, is it? Defend is up, and with that, Lodge down. Oh, he cancelled so late! He almost didn't get any resources back. This will delay Shaman for so long. Good attack by Fortitude, catching up on tech. Still one base on Twisted.
Our town is under attack.
Oh no, no, he can't afford this beastry as well. There's another Water Elemental in a couple of seconds. 5. He can repair, but the peons aren't here to repair. The damage is crazy. Oh no, you need to get this now. It's a big investment. The peon is repairing. FoCuS is losing both tier 2 buildings. Disaster. Big disaster. And the Water Elementals aren't done yet, are they? Okay, I guess this Spirit Lodge will live. If 40 doesn't make a mistake here and is sacrificing too much, he definitely has the lead in this game. Whew. You only get the resources back from buildings according to the damage it took? Yes, exactly. The more damage it took, the less gold you get back. So if you're sure your building goes down, cancel it right away. If you don't want to stall like 5 seconds or whatever. That was a brutal push by Fortitude. Jesus. Does the building progression matter? Nope, just damage.
Let the killing begin.
Yo, FoCuS, you got some catching up to do. And you're trying with the Bursey, with the consumable, with close to a level 3 TC. And he gets it. Caught a Stormbolt pretty much right away. TC trying to flee with the Storm. Mountain King, Stormbolt, not in range. Archmage also in a bad spot, very close to the grunts, taking quite some hits, but gets it in exchange for the Berserker. Both players are playing a very, very fragile game here. Slow applied, so the grunts are just... They're just trying to get to battle. They're not actually battling too much. And now we get breakers on top. And then FoCuS has to go into Shockwave at some point. I think 40 playing a damn fine game. Needs a little bit of XP on the Mountain King. Needs some time for the breaker transition. This time no rifles. I feel like FoCuS almost went into like panic stomp to save his hero there. You will need Shockwave down the road. red spot already. Biggest items in competitive Warcraft. Tons and tons and tons of HP. Passes us to the Archmage. And FoCuS is trying to expand once again. Hopefully for him that works better than it did on Autumn Leaves. That's the good thing about Twisted. You can creep. FoCuS doesn't seem to be a fan of that tier 3 play that Lyn has been showing us recently. But also 40 is not going mass air, where then the Blade Master is the counter towards.
We're under attack. Ready to rise.
How was Ren Cup yesterday? Good day, Mr. Vesti. I had a very competitive match against the 1700 MMR player, Mr. Summer. That was super fun. Then Mr. Exiled played out of his mind great against Random Bad Gamer. We had good fun yesterday with the Ren Cup.
Our town is under attack.
Invis save, Pog, and 40 finds out again that there is an expansion. Only 27 seconds.
Research complete.
FoCuS trying to hold here. Expo still up. I don't think this water elemental is enough. Doesn't seem like it. But FoCuS of course invested into that expo without ever paying off. We have no clap. TC level 4. Kodo is marching forward and eat the breakers if they can. TC stomp in the backline, but barely any follow-up damage. Up until that chain lightning, heal scroll against it. TC hard to control as there is rune bracers. Farseer has tons of mana. And that means tons of chain lightning. It is level 2 even. And FoCuS expo is up. How long can he stall? And can he drive FoCuS back? Fortitude back is the next question. Second Kodo down, but Mountain King surrounded. TP. One more storm could potentially be a kill here. Fortitude playing it risky. Very risky. Supply lead with the Orc. Gold advantage with him. 240 has 1,000 gold. He's not rebuilding anything. How does he have 1,000 gold? Are you kidding me? Now the TP, but way too late. He lost almost everything in this fight. Well, he has an expansion as well. Needs maybe even a third production building. 2 base, 2 base. But FoCuS seems to know. FoCuS probably scouted this before. Oh, he didn't. He thinks he can creep. Surprise! But yeah, no chance for 40 really, is there? To hold this. If you engage, you gotta fight with 40 food. Doesn't work. And the orb is indeed freaking great against Breaker's Mass Casters. You wanna fight with that? That's nothing. We have an Invo Potion at the ready. Even a Town Portal. Wait. Last second and he gets the kill. That's problematic. That is for Fortitude very, very, very problematic. No tier 3, no Griffins, no Expo. 20 food down. Orc Expo up. No real lumber to invest. Yeah, and now he's going third Sanctum now as he's listening to the genius of this game that is me. But now you don't have the resources anymore for this. Macro mistakes 40. If he rebuilds stuff during the fight, he might even have a chance to hold. But he didn't. Even gods can bleed. And great assessment by FoCuS throughout the entire game. No lulz over that genius of the game comment. Thank you, chat. Appreciate that. And I think we're just waiting for the Orc Guillotine to snap. No heal scroll, but if there's no clap, you might not need it. It's Blizzard time, but we have 3 Raiders and Stomp. Open battleground. That's not what you want as a human at all. TC at least controlled. FoCuS had the tendency to run into such AoE spells, but the Orb of Darkness, man, is so good if you use your skeletons. Odo marching forward. Not getting any. This could have been worse for Fortitude, for sure. But it's still pretty bad. He can't stay on 50 food.
We're under attack.
But for how long? We're getting level 5 TC now. That's powerful. FoCuS must know that heal scrolls are essential now.
We're under attack.
Soapy Mask close to 5 MK. Can Clap Blizzard win the game despite a 20 food lead? I wouldn't rule this out. I wouldn't rule this out.
Ready to ride.
Looking for expansions. Can't find any. No resources for that.
We're under attack.
Double heal scroll, double invuln, Witch Doctor for sentry wards, so you can put sentry wards at every gold mine and see what 40 is doing. I really like this, especially on big maps like Twisted. And there it is. Double Tome of Retraining. Clap, Blizzard, big AoE for the win. FoCuS has to commit to a fight that he shouldn't take. 40 has to rely on a FoCuS mistake.
Ready to ride.
I don't know how likely that is, chat.
Town is under attack. My life for the Lord.
Expo was never repaired. FoCuS is giving up that Expo for pretty much free. Stomp, Lightning Shield! Oh boy, that's a weird fight now. Not all Raiders connect. TC has a heal scroll, Invo Potion. It's already Lightning Shield on top of Lightning Shield. Stomp on top of Stomp. FoCuS Brute Force. Is that calculated? I don't think so. Fortitude holds. We're down to one base. Lizard clap, everybody. Lizard clap. And 40 is back at 50. FoCuS FoCuS.
We're under attack.
If you go for base race and you're rich, I think Tome of Retraining Shockwave is a must. Especially since you're fighting 6 breakers. And no TP now on the orc side. Oh.
We're under attack.
Oh, are we going back to school, TC? No. Does not.
Ready to ride.
Fascinating. Okay. Raiders try to go to the casters. This could potentially be big. TC is making it to the left-hand side, being blocked by the Archmage now. Stomp doesn't hit that much, but at least he got one off. Blizzard damage, as you know, crazy. 17,000. Here's the Stomp. Chain Lightning, but he has a TP and Heal Scrolls. He can get out. Mountain King also Invo Potion. Should never be stomped really. 40 now getting out with a couple of losses. 3 losses at the end. FoCuS bruised though. FoCuS bruised. But his expansion is at 2/3 once again. I think 40 needed more here. Since he's at a disadvantageous position, he does have a better economy for 30 seconds.
Ready to ride.
Did he
Our
eat?
gold mine has collapsed.
Nope. And that's the income. 40 has 1 push left in him. Breakers are immune to chain wave, right? Correcto. He scouts it. He knows.
Work complete.
FoCuS is broke. 1 heal scroll each. One mistake will cost FoCuS the game. Can't deny the fact that he's quite ahead. But it's not super one-sided. Call the militia. Storm across. Exactly. TC sees him coming though. Almost open battleground in that little choke. Where's the chain lightning? We need it. Takes care of the casters. Militia isn't fully here yet. Bit of a Congo line. Blizzard on top of all the grunts. Lightning shield doesn't do too much. The breakers are taking good care. Lots of damage everywhere. Chain lightning can reach. It is, of course, level 3 as well. In an open fight, who wins? Intercepting that blizzard. Stomp was used already. That Archmage cannot fall. That Archmage cannot fall. Heal potion ready. Invul potion as well. And snare after. And snare! We got the clap blizzard combo. Uh-oh. Supply is even. Who dies first? A little bit of healing. Chain lightning again. Priest have to heal a ton. Breakers, of course, not affected by all this. Chaotic fight. But FoCuS is the one mining. FoCuS needs more Fortitude needs more damage than this. Close to... We got level 6 Archmage. We can jump around. Mass Tele activated. Great game, by the way. Another kill.
Ready to ride.
That's a breaker that 40 could get back. No consumables on FoCuS. Yep, breaker back, Kodo gone. Supply lead, Fortitude. Oh my god.
I laugh in the
Ready
face
to
of
ride.
danger.
Zeppelin shenanigans, there's little anti-air.
We're under attack.
Level 3 Stormbolt over Avatar. Guess that makes sense. So we Masked Mountain King absurdly strong, by the way. But FoCuS is mining. How do you deal with the breakers? You only have 1 Kodo. It's the fight. 3 XP right there.
We're under attack.
Zeppelin to the rescue still. He's trying to dive into the casters. 40 trying to split against that. But you can't stop Chain Stomp, I guess it is. Blizzard on top, hitting a little but not too much. Open battleground is great for orcs. But Invis, not so much. Reveal being used. He wants this Archmage at all costs. Stomp for a long time. Stormbolt. Zeppelin saved by FoCuS. Can he get that Archmage? He needs to get rid of that Brilliance Aura and Mass Teleport and Blizzard. Archmage can be such a carry in those situations. The breakers can't be dealt with, it seems. Wolves are nibbling away. We don't have priests. He doesn't have to spell. Wolves are fantastic now in this situation. And he summons them anew. Chain lightning. Again, would you love to have a shockwave now? FoCuS is running out of mana. Are the wolves winning the game? Pretty much by themselves. Very much looks like it, man. A kingdom for a priest, but he doesn't have the resources. The Zeppelin was freaking genius by FoCuS, by the way. Mountain King trying to snipe something. Everything is bruised. And FoCuS has 400 gold. He can go for... He doesn't have time for a heal scroll, does he? What's FoCuS doing now? What's the answer? Must be a heal scroll. And invul. Exactly. These two consumables might win him the game. Mass Telly now. Oh, Mountain King got caught! This is why! It's not great! He needed that invis! But he's dead anyway! Oh my, he was right next to a watch award! The invisibility couldn't save him because there was detection. Level 6 now, and that is game. FoCuS takes map number 3. What a game, man! What a game! Catches the Mountain King in the middle. 40 trying to save him. That would have been such an invite to clap Blizzard there. But the heads up play with the Witch Doctor Sentry Ward. That saves him the game. I mean, he was close to a shop. He could have possibly went for a dust. But how cool. What a cool game, man. Okay, we got the 3-minute harass coming up. On springtime, I think FoCuS did a lot of damage. He drew a lot of mana. And then he lost the game. Out of nowhere. Oh. That's usually not acceptable. Fortitude again with this very greedy 2 rifle tech. We see this more and more from him. Instead of 3. This is a bit problematic already. Might need another one here. These wolves are hungry. As I mean, this was played at probably 2 AM local time. Maybe they were tired, but you got a game, man. Whenever the show match is on, you gotta bring your best. FoCuS, top, kill the worker, delayed everything, doesn't allow creeping, pretty much exactly how you're supposed to play it. Question, TC or Naga?
Research complete.
It's gonna be Naga again, right? We're not getting blessed with the TC play. Oh, Headhunters moving past the tavern. Time soon. It's a second worker, isn't it? No. Oh wow, actually saves it. Well done, but pressure for sure is on. Next Headhunter, this one should stop at the tavern then. And there she is. Okay, 40. You need a comeback like you did on springtime. This FoCuS is not letting go. This time the Blood Mage will arrive a little faster. Farseer is catching a few too many bullets if you ask me. Naga hurt, Farseer hurt. This looks very reminiscent of springtime, where then eventually we did lose the Farseer and that Kinda ruined FoCus game, unfortunately. Greedy, 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 greedy now. But he's being rewarded for it. Another rifle down. This is big time damage to 40. Is he seriously losing to Kaho and FoCus in 1 week? It kinda looks like it. This time we go for an earlier shop. That was his downfall on map 2. Not being able to recover. Plus the bit unnecessary fast year loss. 40 had some losses, but of course the recovery in Pally Rifle is strong. Especially if at some point in the game you make it to tier 3 and you make it to Griffins. Love to see the Witch Doctor, not Witch Doctor upgrade, the Troll upgrade. 1 totem. I like that orcs commit fewer and fewer to torrent totems. If you can save the lumber for the second totem and still get 1 torrent out plus the pulverize in time and maybe even a walker, that's great. It's a tricky assessment though. Walker first brings stability against single target rifle damage, as that damage is then distributed to more units.
Work complete.
And 40 not going aggressive. Is there any chance he can do something with like a 6 rifle push? I think not.
We're under attack.
Yeah, for now, like from here on out, FoCus playing this textbook.
Vengeance for Surgeon.
Would love to see an orb. Boom. There it is. Juicy heal selves, juicy troll regen, juicy orb of lightning. Not very juicy levels on Fortitude. Guys, we are very close to an upset here. No level 3 paladin. He's not even close to level 3 paladin. If you have Spirit Link and Disengage, you're gonna steamroll this human army. I guess he's doing it already. Where is the damage? 40. Rifle killed. Heal scroll committed. Headhunter micro by FoCus is good. FoCus might take this. If he's not overcommitting. On springtime, he overcommitted at some point. Just run away. You got the tier 3 upgrade. You're gonna get your first torrent. 40 didn't even start the tier 3 tech. Griffins are so far away. I got it. Snooze and ad. I don't want this game to be interrupted. And in replays, whenever you tap out, it pauses automatically. Are we a second away from GG? Wolf! Oh my god. So close. That little bit of healing. FoCus is running out of mana here. No third hero, but more rifles are falling. This is a ridiculously small army. Just Naga pressure. 40 is forced into militia, which he can't really afford because he still needs to tech to tier 3. Another rifle is falling, and Spirit Link is a godsend for FoCus in this situation. Keeps map control. Love to have some time for healing. This is all that Fortitude got. And there's also no mana anymore. It's gotta be it. The first torrent is here. And 40 is on tier 2. There is no way he can contest anything right now. FoCus is owning art. Like, this game wasn't even close. 2 rifle Pala rifle, man. It's so fragile.
Want to see something real scary?
Now we got the double level 3. We get the beastery up just in case there's headhunters. Then you also gotta cancel against the siphon with raiders coming in.
Research complete.
Almost the last hit. But okay. Is it Flame Strike time? Yeah, but the real Flame Strike is far, far, far away. That was the last Holy Light. There's no mana anymore. The entire Orc army is collapsing on Fortitude. And that's an expensive TP, but he can't save the units he wanted to save. Very pleased with FoCuS performance here tonight. You know, maybe the tournaments are just played at the wrong time. Maybe every tournament should be played at... Wait, it wasn't even midnight. It was noon.
Work complete.
I confused AM and PM. Yeah, maybe FoCuS is a better gamer at noon. And he's not a night owl. Because China is 6 hours ahead, right? Not behind. This was played at 6:30 my time. So it was noon. That's the secret. Tiny Great Hall with a 50 food army with good levels. Shadow Hunter got Hex, got Heal Wave, got it all. And this is a ridiculous army. This is a 7-minute army and not a 12-minute army.
Work complete.
Aren't we all better at noon than midnight? Bro, at noon, I just had my first coffee. I'm barely awake. As any real gamer should.
Ready to work.
This is checkmate. No level 2 Flame Strike in sight. No Griffins in sight. He does have the 2 heal scrolls though. So, good luck, man. Good luck, Fortitude. You need StarCraft 2 World Champion levels of kiting here. But it doesn't seem to be the case. 1 heal scroll gone. Torrent can be resurrected. Does he have the mana? I think so. Ancestral Spirit. Use it if you can. There it is. Torrent just back. How frustrating. You finally get a meaningful kill and then it doesn't mean anything. Paradox. Do we have more Walker mana? I don't think so. Forcing a town portal. Very respectable fight by 40 as he almost lost his paladin here. But 40 is alive. He is 18 food down. He is still on tier 2 only. And FoCuS is a base up. And he's 20 food up. And he's levels up. But 40 is alive. FoCuS' biggest problem is that he's too successful and lost too little, so he's supply block now. We need Griffins. Well, 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 we are insanely far away from Griffins. No mana on the Blood Mage. Ironic. Lots of lightning, a shocking development for a shocking series. So much mana. We got double Orb of Lightning as well. It's so hard to kite away against that. And this is it. There's nothing left. And even if 40 gets some kills here, FoCuS can just rebuild easily. 4-2. GG. FoCuS wins Fortitude in the show match here on Sunday morning. Who had that in the cards today? I certainly did not. The development was on the wall earlier this week. when FoCuS starting to win quite some maps against Fortitude, but that was mostly Mountain King maps. And Mountain King still, you know, you try to get the development in, you try to get it in the meta, but there's something missing. Not today.